This is Marie, and welcome to Marie's Chatty Tarot. And today I'm going to be doing this video about a massive alert test that is scheduled to sound sign off on cell phones, radios, and on October the 4th of this year. I don't know about you, but I wonder, is this a EBS? Is this a signal? Is it another type of message? I am intrigued. Stick around. Let's see what the cards wants to chat about. Now, for those interested, today I'm going to be using my Happy Tarot. I don't think I've done an unboxing for this one because I had it before I started my channel. But pretty cute deck. Actually, I love those cutesy type of decks. Worth a look, definitely. So I do want to also say thank you to my current subscribers, my new subscribers on BitChute, Rumble, YouTube. You guys have been awesome. I appreciate you. It's always great to have friends along the way that to make the journey less lonely, especially when you're a truth seeker, right? Not a lot of people are ready to hear the truth, and the fact that you're with me here today, it's appreciated, and I'm very grateful to have you. Thank you so much. And no, seriously, it means a lot. And to piggyback, to go back to the topic, saw on Disclosed TV, so you probably saw in the thumbnail. That's probably what attracted you, and I'm pretty sure if you've seen the thumbnail, I think you would know the first thing that came to your head, is this a EBS type of situation? Because we now know both the good guys and the bad guys, they would telegraph or they will send signals or comms before something major would occur. They're just not going to spring something out of nowhere. They have to ask for consent first, right? So we know the rules. So we've seen, and there has been comms left and right about that we're approaching the end of this this movie or chapter or whatever you want to call it, and comes galore, especially in Trump's last interview with Tucker Carlson. So now the article said there's going to be a massive emergency alert test that will sound alarms on U.S. and on U.S. cell phones, TV, and radios. So it sounds like emergency broadcasting system to me. So let's ask the card, is it? Did we reach? Is it what I think it means? Is it an EBS type of situation? Right, about this massive emergency alert test that will sound alarms on U.S. cell phone radios. And so is this the EBS situation on October 4th? That's what the article said on Disclosed TV. So is it the EBS type of system situation? First card is 7 of Wands. This is the Magician as situation. So I'm using the Katana sword, Kachina sword. This is the Empress in the background, or recent past. This is the 4 of Wands, present. This is the 7 of Pentacles, potential outcome. Hangman, clarification, and death clarification. So we have 4 major arcana. Empress in the recent past, magician situation, and those two clarification, the hangman and the death card or clarification, and major arcana. So this is a lot of major arcana. And like I've said before, and I'm saying again, since June of this year, we've been seeing 2023. We've been seeing a lot of I've been seeing a lot of major arcana in my spread, again, to denote a quickening or thing or shifting in a big way, because major arcana is overemphasizing neon sign, bold. It really wants you to pay attention. So is this an EBS type of situation? So it says, it's saying a lot. In the background, it looks like they've been ready. Abundance. This is an abundance card. This is a card that, you know, everything is in place. Everything is comfy. Everything is ready to go. That everything is prepared, or matters of contingency that's been accounted for, because this is a card of luxury, of comfort, of being, you know, in your element kind of thing. So this is like ballsy confidence here, if you want to look at it. So it looks like in the background everything is ready to go, right? But we ask, is it going to be, it looks like there's still some elements or people who are stopping the process, who are not allowing the EBS to come to fruition. Or because it looks like, I don't know if you guys have been following Phil G. He had mentioned that there was an attempt to have the EBS sign off, but the bad guys had was able to stop the whole process, to thwart that effort. So it looks like, again, there is a faction that is still fighting the EBS thing, because they know that once it's done, it's over. And situation with that magician, that tells me that there's a lot of trickery, propaganda from the mainstream media, who are stopping, playing interference in the whole thing. I mean, this card, two layers. First layer is that, yeah, propaganda, not telling the truth. But also the other layer is that even though the truth is being censored, the information is still being communicated, it's still being there, right? And if a little bit effort or motivation, or somebody is willing, because it's a card of willpower, if a person is willing to see the truth or to find that information, they will see it's right there below the surface kind of feel. So is it? So it looks like we're close with that breakthrough card, because the Four of Wands is a card of celebration. It's a card of being close to your goal, because usually the way this card is depicted in the Rider-Waite, the couple is in the background, and you just have to go through that threshold in order to reach that goal, or to reach, you know, there's one like a few steps that needs to be taken in order to break through and to be part of that celebration. So it looks like it's close in terms of manifesting that EBS thing. And outcome, seven of Pentacles. Usually Seven of Pentacles for me is about being patient, you know, using this time to reflect, to be patient, to wait for your investment to bear fruit, or to double your investment, kind of, you know, kind of speak. So that tells me that I think that's a part. It feels like it's a signal that we're close. You know, yes, there has been some people who've been stopping, the media's not helping, but in the background, everything is ready to go. Like, it's go time. But it looks like with that Four of Wands in the middle, say that we're very close to having it sign off. It feels, in the Seven of Wands, that you're going to have to be patient for a few months or for a few weeks, because, you know, it is coming to fruition, right? Your patience is gonna is virtue. Patience is a virtue kind of thing. So that's why it's alluding to that. If you're being a little patient, the EBS thing might come out, but maybe not in the way that we're expecting, right? Uh, so, wow. Okay, death card is a transformation card. So the way it's going to come about may not be the way that we're expecting. And it also looks like feels like it's going to be, once that occurs, it feels like it's going to be the death of the media as well. So it feels very two-layered. Like, once it's activated, it's going to have to be patient, but once it does, the media, the legacy media, whatever is left of mainstream, is gonna be transformed. It's gonna be changed forever. When it feels like it's gonna be an actual death for them this time around. And yeah, there is small faction that seems to be stopping what's going on. But again, it looks like this process is kind of serving the greater image, vision, the greater plan, because the people who are stopping or exposing themselves in doing that, a lot of people are waking up. A lot of people, because it's putting us in a very uncomfortable situation, because that EBS should have happened a long time ago. It has not. And because of these delays, willingly or unwillingly, a lot of people have become awake because they're so uncomfortable with, prices, with inflation, with everything that's been going on in between since, Brandon, let's go, Brandon, have come into power. So because of all of this, so it looks like they're ready to go. EBS, this alert system in October 4, supposedly is ready to go. Everything is in, but there are still some little faction, because this is a minor arcana. There are little factions that are still stopping it. But patience is going to take a few months, it looks like, because this is Pentacle. Pentacle deals with months. And it's going to happen, but it probably not going to happen the way that we're expecting it to happen. And when it's done, it's going to be really game changer, right? So, okay, that's pretty cool. And wow, I'm taking 2 more cards. This is like the 10 of swords. So 10 of swords is a surrender card. So he's gonna, when it does happen, right, it's gonna be like when you least expect it. It's gonna be happening out of nowhere. It's gonna be, and there will be no other option, because swords deals with truth, words, information. You're just gonna, there were no other options, just by kind of feel like what the 17 letter of the alphabet has all been saying. The military is the only way, kind of feel. And the surrender card, that's what comes to mind. That phrase, that catchphrase, tagline, or if you want to use it. And a lot of people are just gonna be just like surrender to the fact that the system is corrupt, so corrupt, and so betrayed, and there's no way that something needs to be done, like some godly or some outside force needs to come in and clean up. So this is what it feels like. And that 7 of swords says, it feels like 6, 7, it may not be in October like the article says, but Pentacle for me is months. So it feels like 7 months-ish type of thing, right? So, okay, cool. Advice for the cards, because this feels like an EBS type of situation. What advice does the cards have to share to people once that massive emergency alert deaths become activated? in the next 6 or 7 months or so. It doesn't feel like years. So what advice for the people when that EBS thing becomes active? So this is the moon card. This is 2 of Cups. Situation. Recent past. 8 of Swords. 7 of Swords. Present. And celebration. Page of Pentacles, clarification. And that's the Emperor, that's clarification. So there's only 2 major arcana. So it looks like advice is like things are going to get dark, things are going to get scary, and a lot of things are not going to be clear. I think especially for people who have not been paying attention. And situation but this is something that's been telegraphed, been communicated to a lot of people who are in the know, and this is something that it was agreed upon, right, to have occurred. And in the recent past with that 8 of Swords, so 8 of Swords, it can be seen as 2 ways. 8 of Swords, a lot of people have not wanted to see the truth. That's one layer. And the other layer, that a lot of people might be getting arrested. So there's different ways. It can be both ways. 2 layers here. Present time. 7 of it's about strategy, about being cunning or being strategic in how they present information or how they go about things, right? Or how they present the information. Outcome, once people realize what had occurred, a lot of people are going to be joyous, are going to be happy about it. Cool. And once people start knowing the truth, the information is started, a lot of people are going to start paying attention, doing research, studying. And it looks like the good guys, the Alliance, is going to really start putting information, not on a massive scale, not like a dump of information, but gradually putting information so that people can do their own research. So 2 more cards. 2, it's about 2 of Wands, about starting a new adventure. So advice. So like I mentioned, being from a safe distance, from the safety of our home or from the system that we have currently, we are able to imagine or to see at a distance the possibility of what could be, of what can be. And it's as if we're about to embark on a new journey, or at least we contemplate it seriously, and to head toward autonomy, sovereignty, freedom, financial freedom, uh, 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 being able to make your own choices, because the 9 of Pentacles is about, being in control of your destiny, so to speak, right? Once you have financial freedom, you're not tied down, you're not a slave, you're not. So that's kind of what it depicts. So it's, the advice is like about the EBS or about the massive emergency alert. The advice is that things are probably going to get dark, a lot of convoluted things going to be happening, but know that everything is being done. This was agreed upon like very long time ago. So that's now in the past, some people may have uh, not seen the whole picture or not really wanting to pay attention. But again, things are being done in a very convoluted way. Uh, a lot of cloaks and daggers are being used, but things will work out eventually because it's a celebration. It's a new beginning that we're gonna uh, get through this. You know, a lot of information is gonna be coming out. So truth, words, information. Well, here with the pentacle, it's like irrefutable. It's not. It's it, and it can be go both ways, either about a new money system coming in, but really also uh really paying attention to the facts, to the evidence that's irrefutable. And a lot of it is going to be coming forth uh, uh, either by the military or the alliance, or uh, it can be about once that information is going to come out in a big way, people are going to want law and order to be restored. So it can be, look, all these truth can coexist, right? From a safe distance, we're gonna wanna move on. We're gonna want to contemplate at a new possibility, a new beginning, a new adventure, and that will lead to freedom for a lot of people. Because once the truth comes out, once everybody knows what's really been happening, a lot of people are gonna be information is gonna be coming out in an incremental basis, and that's gonna people are gonna be contemplated to other possibilities because people will realize finally, for once and for all, that this matrix is failing. So that's the advice. So this is pretty cool. Uh, I hope this happens sooner. Yes, we can hope and pray and have faith. But it seems like it is in the works. So wow, guys, thank you for sticking with me to the end of this video. Um, please feel free to share, like, and subscribe. I'm happy that they're putting the signal. This means a lot. So if you are on the brink of discouraging, don't be. This is a beautiful signal to see that things are ramping up. Maybe not as fast as all of us want to, but things are still ramping up. So it's going to happen. May not happen the way we want or expected at the timing, but it still looks like a version of this is gonna happen. So thank you guys. I appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.